Okay, so we know how we got into this situation. Whether you're a foreigner that's thinking about living in Thailand, you're a foreigner that seems to be having challenges with their weight or their blood insulin level in their blood, these kinds of things, possibly on borderline diabetic or diabetic, I would pay attention to this, because if you're going to, no matter where you live, it's important. If you're going to come live over in Thailand, it's even more important. We don't want to get into a lackadaisical lifestyle and not think about these things, because the older we get, the more important they become. And as you can see from the statistics, this is affecting young people as well. So if you're over in Thailand, I want to show you, or if you're thinking about coming, you want to start adapting to Thai cuisine where you're at, how can you order? What would you eat? And what would your lifestyle be to be able to allow you to get healthy again? Well, there's three things that I want to talk about that are really going to be really important. One is exercise. Now, the interesting thing about this, what we need to do is train our body to burn fat again instead of sugar. The easiest way to do that is what they call these burst exercises. And basically what that means is to just go ahead and, first of all, stretch out so that it isn't a shock to your body. Warm up a little bit. And then what you want to do is some kind of exercise that's going to bring your heartbeat to its maximum potential, and your breathing. And you want to do something for about 45 seconds, some kind of physical exertion, to where you know that feeling like you're going to throw up, you can't get your breath. You need to do that. Now, if you're older and you're having health challenges, you need to work up to this a little bit. But what you want to do is also realize that part where you're going to be breathing real heavy, the worse shape that you're in, the quicker you're going to accomplish that. So in 15 seconds you might be winded. And what you need to do is just continue doing whatever you're doing for about 45 seconds. And then stop and let your heart rate and your breathing get back down to normal. Let it stay normal for a couple minutes, and then you do this again. You only do it for 4 times. It takes about 10 minutes. And you're done, basically. Now, you can do other exercises if you want. You can lift weights, you can do biking, you can do all these great things. But these are the things, these burst exercises, seem to train your body to burn fat again, even when you're not exercising, which is a really cool thing. We want to change your metabolism so it burns fat at rest. So exercise is going to be really important. Like I said, younger Thais now are using their motorbike or their cars to go everywhere. They're not really exercising hard at all. They don't even let their dogs exercise. Everybody has these little pooches, their pets, their domestic pets, and they don't even let the dogs touch the ground except to pee or poop and then pick them back up. So the dogs are adopting this lifestyle as well. But anyway, you definitely need to exercise. It's really important, especially if you want to drop some weight quick. The more you're exercising, the faster you're going to drop that, and the more you're going to train your body to burn fat as well. So exercise is going to be really important. The other thing is, because we're going to adopt this, what they call Paleo diet, it doesn't include dairy products. And I sort of throw eggs into dairy products as well, which doesn't come from dairy. But I know it's because I think about it as being breakfast. Breakfast is normally when I'm going to eat, drink milk, eat yogurt, things like that. But anyway, what's really important is you getting vitamin D. And it's now, reports are coming out that Thai people are really deficient in vitamin D. And one of the reasons is because they hide from the sun. They hate the sun. They want to remain white. There's a number of reasons for that, which I won't go into. They want to keep their skin as white as possible. So it's creating some challenges for them. Foreigners, we don't care about getting our suntan. Now, we've been scared into believing that the sun is bad for us, and if you burn your skin, it is bad, But the interesting thing is the sun converts the cholesterol in your body to vitamin D. So you need those healthy fats as well. And you're going to get vitamin D by being out in the sun. And I used to go everywhere wearing my sunglasses. Now I try and keep them off as much as possible in direct sun because you also absorb vitamin D through your eyes as well. So your eyes and skin are really important. Uncover them. But do not, please do not, and I see foreigners do this, look around you and look how Thais dress and how they are in their society as far as clothing is concerned. It's not a cool thing to take off your shirt and walk around places like Chiang Mai and stuff. If you're at the beach, it's not an issue. If you're out on the beach or somewhere, not an issue. But walking around cities and towns, don't have your shorts hanging down around your butt and your shirt off. It's just not cool. It makes us look bad. Look around, see how the Thais are dressing and stuff, and try and do that. So if you want sun, sit on your balcony. If you're in a city, a porch, go to a park. And sun yourself, or if you're at the beach, take off your shirt and whatever and walk down the beach or go lay in the sun. Try and get about 20 minutes a day. That would be really good full exposure. And do it, like I said, it doesn't really matter what time it is if you're only doing it for 20 minutes. You won't get burnt. So this is really important, because now in Western society, including Thailand, they supplement the dairy products with vitamin D, and because we're going to eliminate those dairy products from our diet, we won't be getting vitamin D. So it's really important to supplement that diet, that vitamin D as well. And so, and don't worry so much about fats. Fats is important. What we're going to do is we're trying to do a couple things. We want to, when we eat, our meals should be about 50% of the calories from protein, because protein will keep your blood sugar more level. And also, it makes you feel full quicker. Like, think about this. How much steak can you eat, but how many bags of chips can you eat, or how much ice cream can you eat? It seems like these simple carbohydrates, even though you've eaten a lot, you don't get that feeling of satisfaction or sated where you're full. But protein you do. So you want to have 15% of your calories by protein, and the other 50 by complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates, actually complex carbohydrates that are going to not spike your blood sugar and your insulin. So that's going to be a number of fruits and vegetables, just not starchy vegetables. And then you're going to have some healthy fats. The healthiest fat to use, there's a couple of them, but olive oil is one of them. Olive oil is great to put on everything. Don't put it on your don't fry with it, basically. And coconut oil as well. So, all fats are not the same. We want to eliminate the highly saturated fats, but we want to keep the fats that have omega-6 and omega-3. Now, these are really important to keep a balance of these. Now, most of the times now, what's creating a problem with these fats, even though people have cut down on a lot of saturated fats, is their omega-6 fats, which are processed vegetable oils and those type of oils, are really high in omega-6s. And people are not getting the omega-3s, and you need a balance. Right now it's about 10-to-1 balance of 10 omega-6s to 1 omega-3, which is creating inflammation, a lot of challenges. What you need to do is keep it about 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 at the most. And so we need to balance those out. So we're going to need to get some omega-3s in us as well. And you can do some research how to get that. And if you're not getting enough of it from your diet, you can supplement it with fish oil capsules as well to make sure you get those omega-3, because they're really important to keep this balance. So and so another thing that's not the same is sugars. Keep in mind when I say high glycemic carbohydrates, that some of them are going to boost your blood sugar really quickly, and it's better to have slow rise in blood sugar so you don't get that spike in your insulin as well. So anyway, back to the food. If you're on the street or you're in a restaurant or something, a lot of restaurants serve barbecue chicken. It's a very popular item over here. Get the barbecue chicken. Don't get fried chicken, which is also sold everywhere because of the fats that it's fried in, and the batter as well, made from wheat, because we want to stay away from wheat products. You want to stay away from all grains and beans. And you can adjust this any way you want. You can go with a Mediterranean diet. I'm just telling you what I feel is best and how to accomplish that here in Thailand. So I stay away from grains, I stay away from beans, I stay away from sugar and starchy carbohydrates. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to eat fresh food, and that's usually found in a supermarket around the perimeter of the grocery store where the refrigeration sections are. But if you're out and you don't want to cook your own food, but food is cheap, and seafood's cheap in Thailand as well, so that's how you can get your omega-3s. But the chicken, great. Squid is another thing. If you ask Thai people and tell them, oh, I want to eat a lot of squid, they're going to go, oh, it's high in cholesterol. And that's true, it is high in cholesterol, but it's a good cholesterol. So you can go eat squid as much as you would like. Shrimp as well. Shrimp's not expensive here. Eat shrimp. Make sure that they're barbecued shrimp or steamed shrimp. The same with the squid. Make sure it's not fried in oil or batter coated. Another thing that's really popular in Thailand, and it's not real expensive, it's good if you're with 2 or 3 other people, is to get fish in the restaurant. Now you can order a full fish, a whole fish, and the best way that's going to comply to this diet is you can get steamed fish. What they'll do is wrap it up in aluminum foil, and they'll cook it in lemon and garlic and maybe some chilies as well. And when you open it up, there's nothing but it's been poached in its own juices and some lemon and some garlic. It's delicious. So one of those fish, if you want to get that, that's great. Eat fish as often as you can. Now another thing, when I talk about seafood and being high in omega-3 fatty acids, farmed fish is not that high. It's the same thing as us not eating grains. When you feed grains to cattle, when you feed them to in your aquaculture, it changes the omega-3 content, and it's not high. Again, you can supplement with fish oil capsules, but you can get as much as you can from the diet, even if it's farmed seafood or farmed cattle. Same with eggs. Wow, I might as well bring up eggs while I'm talking about farmed. Now they're producing eggs that are fortified eggs, and they have higher omega-3, higher selenium, DHA, all these great things for your mind and your heart. So if you can find those eggs, those are something great to eat as well, and you can eat eggs on this as well. At least I do, if they're fortified with that, because there actually is higher saturated fat in an egg, and not that many omega-3s, but if you get those kinds of eggs, go for it. Good source of protein. So that's what you can eat if you're out on the street and stuff. Get these foods that are barbecued and in small restaurants. Now, if you're at home or you go into a bigger restaurant, one of the other things I want to tell you about that's very popular, and I think you all probably might be familiar with it, is samtam. It's papaya salad. Now, papaya salad, all it is green papaya. Now they're going to put peanuts in it. You can tell them to hold the peanuts because peanuts is a nut, right? No, peanuts isn't a nut. It's a legume, and it's a bean. So try and stay away from those. Just tell them don't put them in, and you're good to go. They will put a little bit of sugar, but they'll put fresh lime juice in there as well. So it's good. You can eat it. Now, we get this thing back home. It's good to the last drop. Don't get off the table till you finish all your food. Clean your plate, this kind of thing. These sauces and stuff that a lot of Thais will put on are going to have some soy sauce in it, which you want to stay away from. Sugar, you might want to stay away from. So don't worry about the juice that it's in. Eat the food itself. Let the juice stay in the bottom of the plate. And you'll be okay. You'll be able to comply with this. There won't be enough of the other things to worry about to cause an issue. And with sometimes they give you fresh vegetables to munch along with it. But one of the vegetables they're going to give you to munch along with it are going to be green beans. Green what? Beans, that's right, don't eat the beans. But you can eat the cabbage and pakbun, which is morning glory, fresh. You can eat that as well. So that's going to be great. You can eat that as well. Another thing that you can eat is when you go into restaurants, you can get stir-fried. Now, traditionally in Thailand, if you're over here living and you're going to want to eat cheaply, you're going to get stuff what's called retirecheap. That means over rice or on rice. There's a little bit of food and a lot of rice, and it's served to you on the rice, and it's inexpensive, probably $1, $1.50 US. Well, you want to avoid that. So what you want to do is mai sai cow or mai ao cow, which means no rice. You just want the dish itself. Now this is very easy to find because when Thai people go out, traditionally what they'll do is each one will get a plate of rice and then they'll get bowls of the different entrees. And then they'll eat out of the bowls of the entree, spoon it on their rice and eat. So you just order the entree. Don't need it over rice, what they call quick meals. You don't need it over rice, just get the dish. Now a couple of them you can get is we have stir-fried basil. Excellent, very delicious. Try and get it not too spicy. Stir-fried basil with squid, which we have here. You can get the stir-fried basil with squid, which is going to be excellent. You can get stir-fried basil with chicken, with shrimp. You can get it with pork. You can get it with anything. So whatever meat you want, get it thrown in there. You're good to go. Not a problem. Another thing you get is popular is stir-fried mixed vegetables. Stir-fried mixed vegetables you can get anywhere as well. You can get that stir-fried mixed vegetables with chicken, pork, shrimp, anything you want as well. You get that. That's going to be healthy as well. Now, let's talk about curries. Curries you can eat. Why? Because they're made with coconut milk. Coconut milk is one of the healthy fats you can eat. Do a little research. Type up coconut oil or coconut milk and health and you'll see. It's very high in what's called lauric acid. Lauric acid is an anti-inflammatory agent. Very good. And the fats, the type of fat that's in coconut milk is good for you as well. So, you can eat the curries, not a problem, just don't put them over rice. Okay? Now another thing they might serve you is in some of the salads and stuff is called wu sen. Wu sen is bean thread. What's the key word there? Bean. We don't eat beans, so try and stay away from the bean thread, stay away from the rice, and you're good to go. You can order all these foods. Another thing, which is harder to find, is going to be fresh salads. If you're eating at home, buy the vegetables, go home, make your own salad. Put olive oil. Olive oil is a good oil to use. You can use it for almost everything except for deep frying. Do not deep fry with olive oil because of the burn temperature that it burns and becomes rancid at. Do not fry with it, but you can stir fry lightly, saute with it. Olive oil is great, and on a salad it would be great with fresh lemon, which we have here, which is great for vitamin C content. Very good for you. So you can do the vitamin C with the lime and olive oil. You can also get, if you wanted to, it's not really on everybody's diet, on their radar, but it's probably good for you as well because of the cultures in it, is apple cider vinegar that you can buy in some specialty stores here that actually has the culture in it. Put a couple drops on there, it'll be good for you. It helps keep your glycemic, your insulin from boosting up so quick as well. Helps temper your insulin response to sugars as well. Now, if you're going to eat dairy or something, I recommend the only dairy that you actually eat would be either fortified eggs and maybe a little bit of yogurt that has natural cultures in it as well, but no sugar. Now, fruits. Can you eat fruits? They got sugar. Don't worry about it. We're talking about total percentage of calories in a meal. The amount of fruit you can eat before you actually spike your insulin is low, especially if you're eating protein with it. If you're combining protein with your meal and you're eating that fruit and you're not eating a whole bunch of it, just a small piece or something like that, fruit is going to be great for you. Not a problem. Nuts and seeds will be okay in moderation. Again, they're high in that omega-6s, which you're already getting a lot of, so use them sparingly. As far as drinks are concerned, one of the best drinks you can drink is fresh coconut. You can get that if you look for it for 15 baht. If you get ripped off, you're paying 30. But you can find it for 15 baht if you look hard enough. Great. Get it on ice that are cool. It's got electrolytes in it. It's great for you. Now, coconut of all types has that lauric acid I talked about. Very healthy for you. That should be your drink, or water. Water's cheap here as well. So there you go. That's how you can eat over here in Thailand. Just remember, what you don't want to eat when you go to order is going to be the rice. Now, masaman curry is going to have potatoes in it and peanuts. Don't order that curry because you're going to have potatoes and peanuts in it, so I'd stay away from that one. But all the rest of them, in the coconut chicken soup, oh, tom kha kai, oh, delicious, aroy ma. So there you go. I hope this has been helpful. I hope even if you're thinking about coming over, you need to get in shape before you get here and start paying attention to your diet. If you're heavy and you come over and you need to deal with the heat and walking and everything, it's going to be a burden. So get on this before you come over and get yourself healthy. This is really important to me. Even though healthcare is cheap over here, you don't want to use it. So I hope this has sort of explained what the challenges are. There's so much information. I would go on and do some more research about this and slowly start to change your diet. And you can even fudge every once in a while if you need to, just to make it interesting. There's a lot of people that have a large latitude, the way they can eat under this type of program, but it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's very easy to eat this way. It's very tasty to eat this way. You don't need to worry so much about how many calories you're eating, because if you're eating 50% of your calories in protein, protein fills you up, and so you won't eat a lot. And once you start burning fat, your metabolism changes to burning fat instead of sugar, man, you're going to notice the weight falling off you, more energy and everything. So hope this has been helpful for you. Got a lot of food I got to eat here, so remember, when it comes to staying healthy in Thailand and what foods you choose to eat, there's what? That's right, always an option. Take care. JC out. Stay healthy.